Hi YouTubers, I've said a few months ago, and I'm sorry about the delay, about hypnosis and how easy it is to learn hypnosis, whether it's for therapy or stage shows. I'm going to give you a few insights to what we always start with first. I'm showing you, probably see it on my videos. I'll put a link in afterwards to some of my shows. Now, you must have seen the hypnotist when he comes on stage and he asks for volunteers, and you get 10 chairs out, which I used to do in Cyprus and Spain. You get 10 chairs out, you get your volunteers, you have a little chat, a little bit of rapport, then we start the induction. Now before we start the induction, sometimes I've done this while people are still seated, but I mostly do it when people come on stage. We do a few little tests really to see if the people you're going to use have good imagination, and this is, they're willing to take on board what you tell them to do, because after all they need to follow instructions. So some of the tests I do are, and you'll probably see some well famous people do it, Paul McKenna's and people like that, but we all do this to start off. Now you'll probably, like I say, you get them standing there and you'll say to them, I'd like to imagine you have super glue on both your hands, for instance, and you get your hands together and you rub your hands together to keep rubbing them together and go. Right. Now I'm not going to do the full induction here because I'd be in trouble, because you're liable to get your hands stuck, and then I'm going to be in trouble because I'm not online to help you undo them. Now you would just keep them do this, and you'll see them doing this, and they'll keep rubbing and rubbing, and what happens is the hands get warm, obviously, they're sweaty and tacky, and in the imagination you're telling them their hands are getting stickier. And as they keep doing this, their imagination now is really starting to work with where they are, what's happening around them. Now, once you feel they've been doing it for a little while, you tell them to clasp their hands together, push their palms tightly together. The reason you do that is because if they cross their fingers and they are literally forcing their hands down like that until they're going white, yeah, crossing their thumbs, pushing their palms together, what will happen is they will feel basically the stickiness coming together, and they think they can't part their hands. Their imagination is telling them they can't part their hands. So what you do then is you pass this little trick here onto the eyes. You tell them to close their eyes. This is all while they're going through the induction. Tell them to close their eyes, and then their eyelids are stuck together. And that's the first part we do. The reason we do this is to get them to follow the sequences, because on the first part of the suggestibility, which this is, you are finding out the good people close their eyes, and then once you got them closed and their eyes and their hands are clasped tight together, you'll pull them up onto the chest. Their eyes are shut. This is where you see the magical, mysterious part of the hypnotist. You will see the hypnotist either come behind, they've got a chair or they're standing. He will come behind, he'll put his hand on the forehead, he'll pull the head back, their eyes are shut, and he will basically tell them in their ear that they are going deeper and deeper. After some induction on the microphone, deeper and deeper. But then you will find he pulls them back and they fall to the floor. It looks dramatic, it looks magical, and believe me, people talk about it after the show. Now I'm sorry about the noise, I'm in a spare room at the moment. I've got me cat, he's in here somewhere, I'll show him in a minute. He's my best mate. But what I want to tell you is that it's all a sequence. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to start these, but I've just been so busy. Now, once you got the induction, the full back routine, yeah, then it's just the deepeners. You keep going on with the deepeners, which I'll go to in more length. Now, I need you to subscribe, because the reason being, if you don't subscribe, even if you're not going to watch me for a little while, because I'm taking my time back, if you don't subscribe to this channel, the people who are interested in hypnosis, I'm going to be going in depth with all the training. Stuff you would pay thousands for, I'm going to go deep in depth. So truthfully, you could come to me for a day when you've done all this training online. Yeah, I would learn you the law and everything then, and it wouldn't, well, peanuts. But let me tell you, you can go out there and earn a living like I do as a hypnotist. If it's just for therapy, or if it's just for stage and fun, or even if you're just at a barbecue and want to laugh. Yeah, because I've done that before, everybody does it. Now let me tell you, the hands clasped, or the other one we do, is you put your hands together, 2 fingers apart, tell them to concentrate on their fingers. And as they're looking at their fingers, tell them that there's a magnet pulling those 2 fingers closer and closer together, closer and closer together. They can't keep them, they're pushing their hands tighter and tighter. They cannot stop them 2 fingers touching. And what will happen? The fingers will push together. Now all these are suggestibility tests. There's another one where you go like this and you tell them if they concentrate and they close their eyes, the magnets in each finger will pull their hands closer and closer together, and you will see that when they open their eyes they're like this. Oh, what's happened? Now another one I've done before is, I normally do the finger one. This is before any hypnosis starts. The finger one, yeah, and then I hold this hand out flat, sorry about that, but I'll hold this hand out flat and this one like this. And what you do, you'll tell them on the left hand is a pile of books, on their right hand is a balloon tied to their wedding finger. Sorry, on the left hand is a balloon tied to the wedding finger, on the right hand is a pile of books. I'll get it the right way around myself. Now, when you do that, you'll tell them the books are becoming heavy, the balloon is becoming lighter. And what will happen is, with their eyes closed obviously, what will happen is, when after a few minutes you'll see their arms parting, yeah, one going up and one going down, because the imagination is starting to work. And this is what you really need. If you've got people on there with good imagination, you're going to have a good show. If you struggle with people with no imagination, you're not going to have a good show. And you need to hypnotise people quickly and get the best subjects you can, because you haven't got long. You know what I mean? You need to be hypnotising people in minutes, not 30, 40 minutes. And show people bored. You would need them done just like that. So that's what I do. I do the finger, the books and the balloon. Then before I'm going to hypnotise them properly, I do the hands clasp, super glue hands clasp. That's basically where I will keep them. Their hands will get stuck while they're being hypnotised. This is the suggestibility. Now I'll put a link in as well for a book which is really good, but I'm going to basically go through it all, explain in detail. I'm going to do, this is video 1 now, I'm going to do video 2 where I will give you the tests to do on people. It's not hypnosis. You can do some tests like try this on your partner, try this on even on friends, yeah, and just see how you get on. Let me know how you get on. Right, try the easy one first. Excuse me. Try the one where cross the hands, point the fingers out, say to them, close your eyes, imagine on your 2 fingers you have magnets. Those magnets getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Just keep saying that, yeah? The magnets are pulling your fingers closer and closer together, stronger and stronger. You'll see the fingers go like this. When they're closed together, get them to open their eyes. And that will give you an insight how the suggestibility is. And we'll move on from there. I hope that's been some help. This is just a rushed video for you today. I haven't really had time to plan anything because, like I say, I've been so busy. Also moving as well, obviously, because of the boxes and everything else like that. But please subscribe, and when you're subscribed, just send me a message, say, I want to join the hypnosis videos, and I'll put you into that link of this, because I'm going to set a separate because you see I do a lot of different videos, but I'm going to put a separate thing in for hypnosis and training. And over the next few months I'm going to keep working and working and working at you, show you how to do it. If you look on my YouTube channel, you'll see some of my videos, hypnosis videos. You see I'm not your fake man. I've actually done it. I've worked in Europe, around Europe, doing hypnosis. I've worked in the UK. I do therapy at home. So it is a great way to earn a living, or to subsidise your living, but also having fun as well. Thank you. I'll talk to you all again soon.